Okay, I'm headed up the path. If that pine cone stack was an arrow, this is the path it was pointing to. So I'm going to head up it for a little direction. And might be interesting to note that this was the area that 4 or 5 years ago that there was a big, terrible, kind of like a fight up in here. It really pushed the pine needles around and dislodged rocks and broke trees down and all kinds of stuff. I realized bull elk do that too, but it was also right next to the area where we found a turkey carcass. Well, actually it wasn't a carcass, it was bones. And then up the hill a little bit further we found more turkey bones, another kill. So perhaps this is the trail that they used to come down here. I'm going to walk up a little bit ways further. Something heavy stepped right in there, just off the side of the trail. Okay, some kind of print. Give you an idea, it is, I wear a size 9. Get mine even with it. There we go. And the toes are way too, or if those are toes, it might be fingers. Way too long to be the print paws of a bear. It's way too big to be an Arizona bear. Okay, I'm just down the hill from where I took that video of the, looks like maybe a hand or a foot. And there's some disturbances here on the ground where the pine needles have been moved. This could be turkey. I don't see any turkey tracks in it, but it could be turkey. Could the handprint be from maybe something watching the turkeys? Possibly. Trying to sneak up on them. It just hunkered down to look over the knoll at the turkeys that were maybe doing a dust bath or something. Well, I've hiked up in here a ways, and the trail now cuts and goes uphill quite a bit. And I think I know where this trail is going to. It's going up to the fire break road that circles around behind the camps and goes up on top of the mountain where an archery hunter reported that he saw 5 bear come out of the woods. And the thing about these 5 bears were they were very big and they were walking on their hind legs. Not once did one of them drop down to the ground and walk like a normal bear does. He didn't make any other mention about if they had a snout or anything like that. He just said they were black, they were big. And he said they walked across the clearing where he had his archery stand, and they went over to a seep and disappeared into the woods on the other side. And it spooked him so much that he left his deer stand there. And he hasn't been back to get it since. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is when I get some reinforcements with me is we're going to have to hike up there and find that deer stand and the seep and take a look around. Of course, this happened back in September, October time frame when it was archery deer season. So, you know, it is a bit of a cold trail. It is a bit of a cold trail, but, you know, if that's where this is pointing me to, is basically up there on the top of that mountain, they're telling me which clan they're from. Okay, this particular clan is not what I've been chasing for, or thought where they were coming from. The clan that I thought I was dealing with is over on that mountain, or on the other side of that mountain there. And I thought they were coming down through a saddle and dropping down to my campsite at night. But evidently there's two clans in here. And maybe that explains why there was a big fight or ruckus down there several years ago. It was probably over territory. So, very interesting. You know, but this, somebody watching this is just going to say, it's a bunch of hooey. You know, I haven't showed you anything yet that proves that Bigfoot exists. Well, no. I've had a few photos and so forth, but you got to go in and you got to start looking. You got to remember that these guys don't want to be seen. They're the masters at camouflage and disappearing and stuff like that. So, you know, the typical human probably wouldn't even know they're here. You know, and pine cones on a pine table, they would probably just blow that off. You know, it's maybe a squirrel or something. But just too many little things happen. Something's going on here.